Beijing. So for more, we want to head now to founder and executive director of Signal Group, Carice Witte. Thank you very much for joining us. So before we talk substance, let's do talk show, because it is going to be one big show.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for having me back. Yes, it's going to be a show, but not only will we see the usual suspects, but also a former Japanese prime minister. So I think there's a wide net being thrown here. It's true, you don't see Westerners, but it is very much about Xi presenting himself on the world stage. He's a global leader, and he's going to project that international stature through this parade.
So it's not anti-anyone, it's just pro-Xi.
You can read it any way you want. I don't think that it's as much anti as a show of strength, and mostly it is about Xi. I mean, he really has transformed the country. He's turned it into a machine of growth and military strength. You see the photos there.
Yeah.
And I don't think that anybody else has a leading role here. Everyone, Iran is a bit player. Putin is a bit player.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Statistics. It's Xi's world, and we all just live in it, so to speak. So in more concrete terms, and bearing in mind what you've just illustrated, that it's not necessarily against anything, but for Xi. But do you think it is Trump's tariff policy that is perhaps pushing the so-called global South closer to Beijing and Moscow as a result?
I don't think that the tariffs themselves are the making a difference here in this parade. I do believe that has something to do with Modi's visit to the Shanghai Cooperation Organization right now, and the level to which the two of them are interacting. But again, there's no love lost between India and China. And frankly, there's no love lost between China and Iran. The Chinese, when I was
China
there...
and Russia, if we're going, back in history, love is not lost there either.
And the Chinese say so. My recent visit there in June, I happened to be there during the 12-day war with Iran. And first of all, they were very impressed with Israel's surgical operations that were delaying the military nuclear program, which they've always said wasn't really a big problem. Well, they're very happy to see that delayed. They also say that they know the Iranians will turn back to the Europeans as soon as they can. And many of the scholars say they do not like the level of relationship that Xi has with Putin. They don't see a lot of benefits in Russia, aside from the buffer to the United States. And they say when we had better relations with the U.S., life was better in China. And if you look back and look at the economy, that was true.
So Ms. Witte, following up on what you just said, Xi watching developments with Ukraine and the Middle East here, and thinking what?
The real actor is the United States. China, in the end, does not have the political influence or the capability, not on a military level, and its economic power does not carry over into these realms. And at the end of the day, there is one superpower. That's the United States, headed by Trump. And Trump's game is inscrutable. 2 months ago, we saw Trump giving a virtual ban on Chinese student visas. Now he's saying we want 600,000 Chinese students. We love Chinese students. We need them. 2 months ago, he was saying no NVIDIA chips. Now he's saying sell the H20. It's okay. So it's very hard to know. Is it just about the money? Is this part of a strategy? Is Trump trying to lower China's defenses with another 90-day extension on the tariff discussions in order to pull some kind of rabbit out of a hat, either with Russia or in some other direction? Nobody really knows. So Xi should enjoy this moment while he has it, because it's impossible to know what is around the corner.
It's his parade, and he'll cry if he wants to, right? Founder and executive director of the Signal Group, Carice Witte. Thank you so very much for being with us. Always a pleasure listening to you. Thank you very much for this. All right. And on